Well, a few Arkansas leaders got to meet President Obama and tour the damage with him. Senator Mark Pryor, Governor Mike Beebe, and Congressman Tim Griffin. Congressman Griffin joins us now live from Washington. Hello, Congressman.
Hello. Just got back up here a little bit ago. Thank you for having me on.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I know it's been a busy day for you. I guess to get started, I just want you to sum up the day in terms of your tour with President Obama.
Well, I think it was really important for the president to come for a number of reasons. Number one, as you heard in some of your reports, it means a lot to the people directly affected to see that the president is interested in what happened to their community and the devastation. It meant a lot, I think, to the first responders that he got to meet with, and it was some of the families affected. He got to have individual meetings with them, and I think that sends a message that the federal government and all of its resources that come in when a disaster like this hits are going to be there.
Yeah.
And I think from a practical standpoint, it sends a message to all of the agencies that are involved that this is a priority for the president, and that helps move things faster.
Now, Congressman Griffin, was there anything, though, specific that really stood out for you during that visit today?
I think that watching the president talk individually with the people who were there, the first responders and the ones that were saving lives, and then some of the people affected. From a practical standpoint, I think one of the things that really stood out is we were able to talk about very specific needs, in particular the need to move quickly to rebuild, so that the businesses and the jobs and the homes can get rebuilt and the communities can get back to normal as soon as possible.
Okay.
We were able to talk about those specifically, and the president heard us.
Okay. There were some communities that felt left out. Do you know why he was unable to make it to Mayflower and parts of Pulaski County, West Pulaski County specifically?
I was not involved in planning the route. You know, we did. The helicopter did fly over some of those areas. We were able to point that out. But in terms of what was chosen, you know, that wasn't. I wasn't involved in that. But I can assure you that from my perspective, as the member of Congress for the 2nd District, whether you're in Pulaski County, whether you're in Faulkner County, wherever you may be, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that you get the assistance that you need. And I will say, I think even though we didn't get to stop at every one of those places with the president, we did our very best to point out the breadth and the scope of the devastation, whether it was flying over the area that was hardest hit in Mayflower, or whether that was ending up in Bologna or Pulaski. So.
Okay, we're about to run out of time. I wanted to ask you about the Bologna Fire Department. I understand you're involved with getting some money to that fire department. What's needed, and how much money are we talking about?
Well, there's a lot more needed, I assure you, but we've been we applied for and helped them get about $37,000 for some critical equipment, and we got the word today that was approved, and I was able to give that good news to the fire chief and to the mayor. And so, you know, it's going to be one step at a time, and we're going to make sure that when a lot of the national attention goes away, that these communities continue to get the attention from us, from me in particular, that they've got to have to continue the rebuilding. It's not going to be done overnight.
Right.
This will be more of a marathon than a sprint, and I'm going to be there the whole time.
Well, that's comforting to hear. I'm sure a lot of people affected by this tornado, that's exactly what they want to hear from you as well as the president. And much of that was said today. Congressman Tim Griffin, thank you so much for joining.